be shocked when you hear this. Trump lawyer Alina Habba made a confrontational appearance on CNN Tuesday. She gave a lot of information, and now we're getting the truth. Let's watch it together.
Today, the world finally knows the truth. Trump's response, quote, "I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time." Today's development follows the ex-president's criminal indictment on 34 felony counts in a hush money case. He could potentially face more charges soon in Georgia, an election interference probe there, and still remains in great legal jeopardy with the special counsel's ongoing January 6th and classified documents investigations.
We all know about this case towards Trump. It's really like a witch hunt and persecution of a political leader. You know, I realized at the beginning that this case was just bought and the government is trying to shut Trump down. It's horrible to realize that the judicial system is bought and everything can be fabricated.
What I'm talking about, of course, is during the actual trial in front of the jury.
Right, and what I'm talking about is in front of the jury. What we did was we played his testimony under oath without burdening the jury. And if you looked at the docket, the judge didn't want that burden. He also made clear that he said that it would be a burden if he came to the court. We made a decision that his testimony as it stood was fine. And you have to remember, when you don't do anything wrong, the testimony is going to be very limited. We don't know the day, we don't know the year. So I didn't have much to ask him, frankly, and I think that was very clear. We did not know what to say. If somebody says, "You stole scissors from me, but I can't tell you what day, what year," we're going to say, "Okay, did you rape her?" No. And you know what? The jury said he didn't do that.
On Tuesday, Trump's lawyer Alina Habba appeared on CNN in a confrontational manner, just hours after a New York jury found former President Donald Trump guilty of sexual assault and subsequent defamation of journalist E. Jean Carroll, a verdict that carries a hefty $5 million fine. It's all terrible because they're all against him, and I think he just didn't stand a chance.
But the jury also found him liable for sexual assault and also for defaming her. You have said that you are going to appeal this case. What specifically do you plan to appeal?
I did not make that statement. I'm sure you're referring to the trial attorney who said that. But as far as the appeal, I think you have to understand something. Only in the state of New York could you be found not guilty of rape, but then you defamed someone when you said you didn't rape them. That in itself just doesn't make sense, right? So we have a law that was put in place that has a 1-year opening for anybody and everybody, and probably Jean Carroll specifically, to bring a claim against Donald Trump. So we're going to appeal a lot of things: the constitutionality, the jury that failed to find a rape verdict, but then somehow said he was defaming her when he said he didn't do it, and she's not my type. All of a sudden, that is a crime in this country.
The case itself made no sense, and we all know that the New York judge was simply bought. Now, Trump has also been fined a huge amount of money. You know what happened after that? Real estate stocks in the city plummeted and people started rioting. That's payback for Trumpism.
That is sick. Meanwhile, we have Hunter Biden doing God knows what, and we're waiting tomorrow to see what happens. I doubt anything will happen because that's the world we're living in.
Well, this is not about
But
Hunter Biden.
how
Let's
can
stay
you
focused on this case.
Yeah, let's
stay
stay
focused
focused.
here.
This is political. So it is. Absolutely. It's political. And if you can't see that, then you have blinders on. You truly do.
You mentioned that there is a new law in New York that allowed this case to come forward, and that is absolutely true. New York extended the statute of limitations to 20 years for adults filing civil lawsuits and select number of sex crimes. The point of that law,
No, that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate. They didn't extend it 20 years. It's a 1-year opening. Sorry, but that's a misstatement. It's a 1-year. It's the Adult Survivors Act. It's a 1-year opening for anybody who has ever been raped to bring a rape case. No matter when you were raped, you have a year to bring it up until a certain point. It's not 20 years endlessly. There's 1 year.
When Bash was finally able to ask her question without interjections, Habba instead switched to questioning her integrity as a journalist and suggested that her goal was to make Trump look bad. You know, and she actually denied what Hunter Biden did and was adamant that Trump is guilty and should be locked up. She's clearly on the wrong side. What do you have to say about that? Write your opinion in the comments and don't forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.